I mean, by the way, this is where I actually love this show, and this is why I designed this show. It's also one of the reasons, by the way, why I love having betting sponsors. Do you know why, guys? Because I actually realised one day, wait a minute, I've put up with 20 years of dickheads telling me every opinion I have is wrong. What if I could just mathematically, using betting, prove I was right? I thought, actually, this is brilliant. You can't really argue with that. I literally bet on the team, and they won. What more do you want? Like, the reality says I'm right. So along those lines, I can't believe I'm going to get to say this as a hot take, because to me, this is the most mild take of all time. If someone brought me some soup this warm, I would go, can I send this cold soup back? I don't want that. I like my soup. So are you ready? I can't even believe I'm getting this for free, Maui. If Donk plays like this, the same level as this, no better, no worse, for the next 6 years, he probably is the GOAT of Counter-Strike, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know that, I can't even believe I'm getting to frame that as a hot take, because to me, I don't even think he needs to be better. If he just plays like this, I think he'll just be probably the best player to ever play CS. Like, notice how we're having to do, this is what's crazy, guy. I made this point in a past episode. We're doing what we do. You actually nailed it with the framing. Are you ready? Every fan does the framing you just did, Kassad. You're taking how we nitpick whether Ziwu isn't just good or the best now, is the best ever, and we're applying it to year one of Donk. And we're saying if he doesn't crack out every tournament, then he's like not good enough. It's like, bro, that's how I know we all know on some level it's the GOAT. You know what I mean?
People that are watching this,
go on.
It's going to be funny because you're speaking so fast that people kind of miss that you fucked up.
Go on.
That is what your trick is there.
What did I say?
You just talk, and then by the time people realize you fucked up, it's already over. It's a different.
Listen, don't give away the trade secrets. Okay, I know.
You just said like I got like hot take. Like that's not even a hot take. You say like if he plays like this for next 6 years, it's gonna be a fucking GOAT. Yeah, if I fucking win $1 million betting every fucking hour, I'm gonna be a billionaire and I'm gonna be the richest man in like 10 years. Of course, right?
Yeah.
But you should have said like, listen, Donk is going to play like this next 6 years, and he's going to be the GOAT. That's a hot take, not just stating the obvious.
All right, shall I do it then? You know what? You are right, Kassad, because again, I only made those tweets about Simple in 2016. I wish I'd had a video like this where I could have said, I did actually have some Thorin Thoughts videos. So I'll do it then, all right. Donk will play like this, or better, for the next 6 or 7 years. At the end of CS2, Donk will be the greatest Counter-Strike player of all time. There you go. There's my hot take on record. And the reason, and by the way, the reason specifically, I also pick this is because actually one of the things that, like Donk, makes, I thought, Simple unique and made him the GOAT for me was how aggressive he plays in the game. If you actually look in the history of Counter-Strike, guys, most of the players that people think are the GOATs also had like a role which wasn't the hardest to play. As in, they played it exceptionally, but it was like a protected role. So if you don't know, I don't care how many people have told you otherwise. Forrest did not go in first. He went in second. He basically is the guy that defined what you call the playmaker role, where you follow in the hard entry and you clean up the round. So by the way, that's actually, it's one of the reasons I criticised him so much in Na'Vi. That's like the best position to be in as a rifler. That's how you get all the kills. Because you're never the guy with no kills who has to save, and you're always the guy that has like the easier people to kill. So Forrest played that role. Neo played sort of in the middle and could even be a bit lurking in between. And then I actually think people like Get Right were obviously the mega lurker. They were like mega betas, etc. So I actually think, except for Simple, because remember with Simple, he would have an open, like if people don't remember when Na'Vi Simple first kicked into pro gear in like late 2017, early 2018, he would run on train T side, himself run down the lower part and just shoot all the people inside of the fucking B side. And he'd be like, what? And like that's not what no fucking star player does that. So that's why I said, not only stats-wise, by the way, fuck that, just eye test-wise, Donk would be the greatest player if he could do this every year, mate. Like, I don't think... No. I don't think anyone can do it.
It doesn't count like that. You have to say it. But you said it, but I'm just confirm it. So you were saying officially that Donk will be the greatest Counter-Strike player.
It's the way you say it officially, like I'm promising it'll happen. Look, I predict it will happen. I predict, yes.
Asking for a fucking guarantee.
I know, that's what I mean.
Asking if you are predicting it. So the biggest reward for me right now is I'm baiting Duncan into doing things like this, right?
Well, the real sad thing is this.
Either it's going to be the mega best fucking take ever, or I get my satisfaction, because otherwise... Where would I get?
Well, the one thing I'll say is the downside.
Able to beat anyone in Counter-Strike these days.
The downside is this, Kassad. I won't really get my sort of victory, will I? Because I'd have to come back in 5 years now and then go, hey, check out this old video, and then no one's going to watch it. But
you're going to be there. Like,
true. There'll be a record.
You're going to have it. Like, you have the real guarantee. But yeah, Maui's point, the op thing. Also, before we go to that, I also wanted to like go back to your thing when you said like device and eco frags, and there was not enough eco frags. Yeah, there was. Yeah, the 100% was. Not as many as you think that I'm thinking, or the other people, but there was enough EcoFresh. You remember the economy in fucking CS:GO? Remember how shit it was? Remember how like he was defensive and then he had a perfect system? Yes, that all counts in, but he got a lot of those kills, and on top of that, I mean they did play well. They had the best Counter-Strike team of all time. Yeah, he's the most accomplished player. Nobody's taking away that from him. Never will. But the thing is that he did get a lot of those kills. We cannot say that he didn't. Because the economy was shit, they were playing good team, they were constantly putting people, resetting people, putting them on ecos, and he was the one grabbing them. So saying that he wasn't, I think that's not true. But like also
that's not really the point, but it's all good. Remember, English isn't your first language. I never said he didn't get eco kills. My point was my point is there aren't enough eco kills in the game to make someone have the kind of stats that Device was
having. I said they are.
There aren't. You're right. By the way, you know what? I challenge you, Kassad. No one else. No one. I challenge you. Go find me even one real LAN game, not against the worst team in the tournament, like a normal top 5, top 6 team, where Astralis plays them and Device does. I don't know. He's gonna have to be like a 30 bomb here, and in the 30 bomb, I need at this point it'd have to be like 18 kills. I'll have to be against equals or pistols. Like I don't know that match exists. There might be like one ever, but that's what people were trying to imply he was doing all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I said. I'm not trying to imply that.
Okay.
That is what you think about the fans are thinking when they come to you with this point. They think he's getting out of 25 frags, 17 is eco. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you need to take that into an equation as well, because it was MR15 and the economy was different.
Yeah, of course.
Than it is right now. So it's just there is an aspect of that, not as large as people might think, but there is a small part of it. Anyway, Maui's take, the AWP thing, it still confuses me. The thing that you are now you kind of what do you call it? Backtracked into it. Like you said, like now this part of the season. So are we counting only this part of the season? Are we counting everything from the beginning of the year? Or like 2 years back when he was in the Polish team? What is the thing right now? So he played in Liquid for what, 2 months? He had great games. He was carrying them, absolutely. I am 100% with you on that one. I checked his numbers while you were speaking. They were fucking insane.
Yeah.
And in Cologne especially, like crazy. And is he a fucking full-on hit when it comes to transfers? Probably the best transfer of 2024. At least top 3. But like to say that he's the top 4 AWPer right now, that's crazy. Because there is more. Oh, again, I'm asking, is it right now, today, this season, this part of the season, or like 2024, or what is it?
It's since basically the EWC, I guess, or no, it's I guess EWC for after the player break. After the player break, he's been the 4th best AWPer for me. I'll just lay it out clearly with more like. He's the 4th best AWPer right now since the player break. My number 1 is Monacy. Number 2 is ZywOo. Actually, ZywOo might be... That's like 1A, 1B. For me, it doesn't really matter. They're both ahead of him. Number 3 is Shiro. And number 4 is Ultimate. And the hot take here is that he's just been better than Wonderful. That's kind of the whole take behind this. It's like he's better than Wonderful since the player break for me. He's better than Device. He's better than Torzy. He's better than Brokey. I just think he's been better.
Is he better than Shiro? Yeah.
No. Shiro's been my 3rd.
Oh, right.
Shiro, I'd say is 3rd.
Okay.
Shiro's 3rd and Ultimate's 4th. That's it. It's basically like the hot take about this is that he's better than Wonderful. Even though the stats might say that Wonderful's better, he's on a better team. He's winning more. His DPR is way lower. And it's like, I don't really like DPR is the stat that that always just inflates people's ratings.
Oh, of course, teams. Yes, especially AWPers.
And so that's like,
I'm trying to like, because like if I accept that take from the start of the season, the second season, from EWC or Cologne, whatever it was that you said. If I take that path, I would agree with you, but I would put him even in front of Shiro then.
Oh.
In terms of impact, like the way that he was carrying games, the way that he was playing inside that team. He's much aggressive, obviously, than Shiro. I think he is good with the pistols. He's also good with the rifle. And he's like more, I would say, mobile as an AWP. And he fit into that whatever that they're playing right now. Because I test for Liquid team right now, looks good ever since they stepped on the fucking first game on official, right? So even on practices before that, they looked good. I was thinking like I don't know what to think about after we play them, but like the thing is like when they stepped and played, it looked good. I don't know if it's gonna be a long-term thing or it's gonna end in the end of the season or whatever, but like it does look good. And Ultimate is the one that Liquid should keep no matter what happens at the end of the season, right? Because he's been playing well. If I follow your logic and your parameters, I guess, of the hot take, I would put him in front of Shiro behind Monacy and ZywOo. Because
I feel like that's even a hotter take then. I feel like that's
because you said it yourself. ZywOo is getting more AWP right now.
Yeah.
Definitely, and Zaivu is Zaivu. Like, he's Zaivu.
Zaivu and Monastery are no question 1 and 2 in some order.
There is no question, absolutely.
Yeah, no question there.
And right now, if you're talking about, again, after the start of the season, he's up there. He's up there, right? And you have to consider the fact that Shiro is playing in that super stable team that was long term together from the start of the year, right?
Sure.
And Ultimate just dropped in from Poland into, Liquid, had to play with, people that he doesn't know, and then all of a sudden, boom, he performs that much. So for me, if I would agree with top 3. And then Shiro would be 4. No, so sorry, Wonderful would be 4, and then Shiro would be 5.
Wow. Okay.
And after that, I don't even know.
Okay.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, be a pleb and don't.